Good morning. Good morning and welcome to the Governor's Convening for Digital Innovation and Lifelong Learning. I'm Chris Gabrieli, and I'm fortunate to be chairman of the Massachusetts Board of Higher Education. On behalf of the Governor and Lieutenant Governor, Secretary Pizer, and Commissioner Santiago, I welcome you to this unprecedented gathering. I hope today will mark an inflection point in our thinking and, more importantly, our actions to leverage digital innovations to help far more people gain the skills and credentials they need throughout their working lives. We aim for you to leave today excited by what is happening and inspired to join in. And now I have to dig out my slide changer from my pocket. Let me first express my gratitude to the essential collaborators listed on the invitation you all received for today's event. Efforts like this take a lot of work, and I particularly want to thank Julie Albino and strategic grant partners who helped us explore this opportunity, and Annabelle Cellini and the people here at MIT, EOE, and DHE who helped forge this event, as well as our terrific event partners. Early last year, Governor Baker and Secretary Pizer asked me to convene a small dinner with them to discuss whether and how Massachusetts might take advantage of the unfolding digital revolution in education to help more people in our state. The governor said he only wanted a convening if it focused on action, not yammering. Those of you who know me know I tried not to take that personally. Governor, I believe you, he's laughing hardest, which is sad for me, along with my wife and brother in the back row. Governor, I believe you and everyone here will be inspired by the commitments rolling out today. So I reserve my greatest thanks to you for challenging and empowering us, and to the great folks who will be making announcements, because they are turning visions into new realities for adults in our state. When it comes to education, oops, gotta hit the right button. When it comes to education, Massachusetts stands second to none. We recently became the first state in the nation to achieve the milestone that more than half of all of our adult labor workforce has a bachelor's degree or higher. And the second data set underscores high skills pay off. In fact, the premium for higher skills has grown considerably here in Massachusetts over the past few decades, from a 50% income boost for a bachelor's degree in 1979 to nearly a 100% edge today. And note how little advantage there is for having some college but no degree versus just high school. Completion matters. Around the world, Massachusetts stands for excellence in education. It is our #1 ranking in the education category that propelled Massachusetts to place #1 in the inaugural U.S. News and World Report rankings of states. By the way, Governor, there are more than a few people here today who can fill you in on how to manipulate, celebrate, and/or dispute U.S. News and World Report rankings as necessary. But despite all of that success, the glass is literally half full. Among adults 25 to 64 years old in our state, nearly 1.5 million have either a high school degree or some college but no degree. It is not sufficient to tell them we will educate their children well. Many would say last year's presidential election sounded a clarion call to better attend to the needs of our current workforce as well as our future one. What's more, the robots are coming, and they want our jobs, at least according to this cartoonist at the New Yorker magazine. So even those with college degrees often need access to further skills and credentials to keep up with a changing world and outrun those robots. As an aside, I'm struck that maybe we do worry too far in advance about these automation threats. Check out this New Yorker cartoon from, believe it or not, 1940. Maybe it's more timely today. While Massachusetts has one of the most successful and knowledge-driven economies in the world, our employers are often frustrated filling great job openings, and around the world, all sorts of Amazons are watching to see what places will lead in the talent pipeline competition. This recent GE Foundation-supported Achieve report shows how in 2016, tens of thousands of great information technology jobs took long times to fill here. We rightly take pride in our world-renowned higher education system that ably serves nearly 500,000 students at a time. But there are real questions as to how well that traditional structure can really meet the needs of working adults. In fact, our Department of Higher Education is exploring the needs of such adults. For example, in data just collected and not yet fully analyzed or released, we find that nearly 30% of all working-age adults in Massachusetts who don't currently have a college degree say they plan to pursue one in the next 3 years. That's nearly 500,000 people. And it feels likely that this is closely related to the 42% who also intend to search for a new job in that period. Today, we will focus on emerging alternative pathways that meet working adults where they are and focus on the skills and credentials they need right now. These approaches are designed to be accessible and adaptable, and in many cases, considerably more affordable. They all rely on the power of software to change the game. 3 of today's announcements are fueled by a major new paradigm called competency-based education, CBE. CBE programs are built around thoroughly defined competencies, specific skills that can be assessed directly. They support learners to reach the point where they can demonstrate that they've achieved mastery of that competency, and then the learner can move on. It does not matter whether the learner needs a lot of time and help to get there or already has learned that competency through prior academic or work experience. As soon as they demonstrate the competency, they move ahead. This is a sea change for an education system that currently focuses far more on seat time and course completion. It also allows employers to partner in establishing and updating competencies. CBE delivers learning online with the student choosing the pace. This is exactly what a busy working adult needs. I've spoken with a number of CBE students, and they all call out how valuably adaptable this approach is to their lives. They can study whenever convenient and advance as fast as life allows. You will hear today from students who've already benefited from CBE programs and nonprofits and employers working to bring CBE to their populations. And you will see the first leg on how our state community colleges intend to leverage CBE to help the 80,000 essential early educators in our state gain the full skills their important work demands. One of today's announcements focuses on credit for prior learning. Many working adults have prior academic learnings, industry credentials, and other evidence that they already know significant portions of a degree program. By developing rigorous standards for granting credit for such prior learning, we make it more attractive and respectful for adults to step up and receive their desired degree faster and cheaper. At just one pioneering exemplar community college in our state, that has meant over 400 new students a year have jump-started with an average of 8 college credits, saving $1,600 in time towards their degree. You'll hear today how our community colleges will now make that more readily available across the state. And returning to our Department of Higher Education data, it is exciting to see that when working adults without college degrees are introduced to these 2 digital innovation strategies, the percentage who are interested in pursuing college grows dramatically to over 50%. Finally, one of today's announcements focuses on a new breed of credential, a MicroMasters, by providing a low-cost, self-paced path to significant skills in specialized subjects backed by leading global universities. This offers college degree holders a way to add to their skills arsenal for their current or their coveted job. You'll hear today how energizing and valuable this is to marquee technology-based employers. Overall today, you will hear from 2 more perspectives, the governors and our national expert Ted Mitchell, and then the heart of the event. 5 significant announcements with 20 participants in rapid-fire sequence. Buckle up. Today's announcers represent diverse participants in this emerging ecosystem for lifelong learning, including public and private colleges, nonprofits, community organizations, employers, and state agencies. I hope that this collective tableau of innovation and progress, with adult learners at the center, will inspire everyone here today to join in this enterprise. The good news is this is not a vision of the distant future. All of these efforts are up and running. And today's announcements mean that more than 5,000 additional Massachusetts adult residents will benefit from these offerings in 2018 alone. With more people joining in, this could soon become tens of thousands of adults a year. Together, inspired by these pioneers making announcements today, we can help define a future where Massachusetts continues to lead the world in skills and where it is the robots who need to study harder. By the way, MIT may be one of the only places where you can show a Turing test cartoon. And now it's my pleasure to call up to the stage MIT's President Raphael Reif, who will welcome us and introduce Governor Baker. MIT has been a terrific and appreciated partner for this event and is a global, perhaps the global leader in this field. Thank you very much.